Carl Levin. Now, he's got an internal email, and earmuff the kids here, that says that they made a shitty deal and they knew it, Goldman Sachs did, saying to their clients, hey, look, we're going to peddle this stuff to you. It's great, fantastic. And then they turn around in an internal email and say, can you believe what we sold these suckers? Now, Senator Levin is not going to be guarded with his language. Let's have some fun. Clip number 1.
$600 million of Timberwolf securities is what you sold. Before you sold them, this is what your sales team were telling to each other. Look what your sales team was saying about Timberwolf. Boy, that Timberwolf was one shitty deal. They sold that
Mr.
shitty
Chairman,
deal.
This email was from the head of the division, not the sales force.
Whatever it was, it's an internal Goldman document.
This was an email to me in late June.
Right, and you sold Timberwolf.
Transaction.
No, you sold Timberwolf after as well.
We did trades after that.
Yeah, okay. And the trades after.
Some context.
Yeah.
Might be helpful.
The context, let me tell you, the context is mighty clear. June 22 is the date of this email. Boy, that Timberwolf was one shitty deal. How much of that shitty deal did you sell to your clients after June 22, 2007?
Mr. Chairman, I don't know the answer to that, but the price would have reflected levels that they wanted to invest.
Oh, of course.
At that time.
But they don't know you didn't tell them you thought it was a shitty deal.
Well, I didn't say that.
No. Who did? Your people, internally. You knew it was a shitty deal, and that's what your email shows.
I think the context, the message that I took from the email from Mr. Montag was that my performance on that deal wasn't good. And I think the fact that we had lost money related to that wasn't good.
How about the fact that you sold hundreds of millions of that deal after your people knew it was a shitty deal? Does that bother you at all? You sold to customers something?
I don't recall selling hundreds of millions of that deal after that.
All right, let's take a look. Exhibit 166, series of emails. First is June 26, 07. That's after June 22. July 1, 2007, tells the sales force the top priority is Timberwolf. Your top priority to sell is that shitty deal.
Mr. Chairman, my comment was I didn't recall the sales.
You got it?
That we were trying to sell.
Okay, you're trying to sell a shitty deal, and it's your top priority. Come on, Mr. Sparks.
Well, Mr. Chairman,
should Goldman Sachs be trying to sell, and by the way, it sold it, a lot of it after that date, should Goldman Sachs be trying to sell a shitty deal?
Well,
can you answer that one? Can you answer that one, yes or no?
There are prices in the market that people want to invest in things. I didn't use that term with respect to this deal.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a senator question someone better. It was one of my all-time favorites, one of the top. Okay, and not just because of the language was hilarious, but I like how he cornered him. Look, here's your email saying, I know that what I've put together is crap. Now let's make it our top priority to sell that crap. So our investors lose, we win. Our clients lose, we win. Now, remember we talked about fabulous Fabrice Tour just a moment ago. He's the guy that got charged by the SEC for fraud. In a January 2007 email, he said, and this is where the nickname, the Fabulous Fab, comes from. He wrote it in his own email. The Fabulous Fab, standing in the middle of all these complex, exotic trades without necessarily understanding all the implications of those monstrosities. Later in that email, he brags that he's the only one making money while everybody else loses. Standing in the middle of these monstrosities, these shitty deals, while Goldman wins and everybody else loses. Now, you think that makes sense? I love how Levin broke that one down, and they don't have a good answer for that.